You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in. I am officially running. No!
As you know, we've inherited quite a budget crunch from President Trump. How bad is it, Secretary Van Houten?
We're broke.
The country is broke? How can that be?
Well, remember when the last administration decided to invest in our nation's children? Big mistake.
The Balanced Breakfast program just created a generation of ultra-strong super criminals.
And Midnight Basketball taught them to function without sleep.
What about my pledge to build the world's largest bookmobile? Isn't there any money left for that?
No, and we borrowed from every country in the world.
Quick, Lisa, call off your...
Bart! Ow! Watch the ponytail.
What can we do to keep one group of people away from another group of people? We'll build a fence.
So Trump responded just moments ago.
You know, honestly, the Vatican has massive walls around. We should build some walls like the Vatican. So perhaps he wants to move out of the Vatican. But if you look at the walls around the Vatican, I've been there, and those are walls.
Yeah, in fact, he's tweeting a whole bunch of pictures of those walls right now. Mr. Trump also saying, quote, it's disgraceful for the Pope to question his faith. And
It will do what it's supposed to do. Keep illegal immigrants out.
You miss us? Yeah, we miss you. That's why we build the door.
On her way to work one morning, down the path along the lake, a tender-hearted woman saw a poor, half-frozen snake. His pretty colored skin had been all frosted with the dew. Oh, well, she cried, I'll take you in, and I'll take care of you. Take me in, O tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman. Sighed the vicious snake. Take me in, O tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman. Sighed the vicious snake. Now she clutched him to her bosom. You're so beautiful, she cried. But if I hadn't brought you in, by now you might have died. She stroked his pretty skin, and then she kissed and held him tight. But instead of saying thank you, that snake gave her a vicious bite. I saved you, cried the woman, and you've bit me, heavens wide. You know your bite is poisonous, and now I'm going to die. Oh, shut up, silly woman, said the reptile with a grin. You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in.
There was somebody who was running for President of the United States and whose daughter, and that means her children, his grandchildren, are Shomer Shabbat. Guess who that is? Donald Trump. That's right. Donald Trump's daughter, converted to Judaism, is Shomer Shabbat, lives in New York, has children, writes about how much she loves Shabbat and Jewish tradition. It's Donald Trump's daughter.
Based on the 3 seconds.
That would be, hey, that would be a big story.
Wait, I got to ask you something before.
That would be, hey, Robin, that would be.
That would be huge.
Donald Trump has a new show I'm going to tell you about in a second, but first I got to talk about this. Your daughter recently got married.
Right.
Okay. to a Jew.
That's true.
She became a Jew.
That's true.
Now, what the...
You hear the disappointment.
Well, you know what?
I hear disappointment.
No, because he's a great guy.
Did you wear...
He's a great guy, and it wouldn't matter. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but he's a great guy.
Did you wear a yarmulke, the Jewish hat, at the ceremony?
No.
Wow.
Well, it's not a big deal.
It was a Jewish ceremony.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. In fact, it's possible that one did slip on my head for a little while.
Is it true you refused to wear the yarmulke?
No, that's not true at all. That's not true. She's a great girl. She's a beautiful girl. Every guy wanted to get Ivanka. Every guy
I
wanted
love
to be
her.
out with her.
I was going to marry her.
Every guy wanted to be out with her, and she just loved this particular guy, Jared, who is a great guy, and I'm happy with her decision.
You're okay with the religious thing?
Yeah, I think it's great.
But you're a guy who's a country club guy. You know how they talk in the back room.
You're used to banning these people.
I mean, back in the day, we could ban Jews from the club, and now all of a sudden we're married to one.
Right, and I have all these clubs, and she can't work on Saturday, right?
There was a report that you stomped on the yarmulke.
No, he's really a very good guy. And I think they have a great marriage. I'm sure they have a great marriage.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
And she has made, well, let's see, you're a grandfather.
My daughter Ivanka is about to have a beautiful Jewish baby.
Here's a fact I don't really want conspiracy theorists to hear. All of Donald Trump's children are either married to or dating Jews. All of them. The most famous of his kids, Ivanka Trump, she married Jared Kushner, who's Jewish, and she converted to Judaism herself. She actually took a Jewish name, Yael Trump. Her kids, Trump's grandkids, are Jewish. They probably call him Zadie. But it's not just Ivanka. Donald Jr. is married to Vanessa Hayden, who's Jewish. Eric Trump is married to Lara Yunaska, who's Jewish. They married under a Jewish chuppah or wedding canopy at Mar-a-Lago, an exclusive club that used to ban Jews until Trump filed a massive lawsuit against the bigots to let the Jews in. And then there's Tiffany Trump, Donald Trump's other daughter by Marla Maples. She's not married yet, but she's dating a Jewish man named Ross Mechanic. Trump has one more kid with Melania. His name is Barron. He's just 10, so it's not yet 5 kids out of 5 who were with Jews, but I wouldn't bet against Barron dating a Jew, would you? That's in Trump's personal life. His company, the Trump Organization, pretty Jewy. Executive Vice President, Michael Cohen. Other Executive Vice President, Jason Greenblatt. Chief Financial Officer, Alan Weisselberg. There's a token Gentile as Chief Operating Officer. Pretty much the Shabbos Goy, the Shabbos Goy, the Shabbos Goy, the Shabbos Goy. Who goes into the office by himself on Yom Kippur.
And Fox is a great supporter of Israel and believes strongly in Israel. That I can tell you. I want to thank my Jewish daughter. I have a Jewish daughter. This wasn't in the plan, but I'm very glad it happened. Thank you all very much. It's a tremendous honor. We love Israel. We will fight for Israel 100%, 1,000%. It will be there forever. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Personally, I believe that Donald Trump is the greatest gift that God has given the Jewish people.
Do you think he's going to be good for Israel?
I think it'd be wonderful. Donald Trump has surrounded himself in his closest, most inner circle with people who are extremely, who are Jewy.
Hang on, let me get down here. All right, so what's the answer?
So the answer is he loves Israel and the Jews. That's racism, and I like it because we are both Israeli Jews.
Ah, cool.
So that's racism, but still we like it, right?
Я буду голосовать за Дональда Трампа.
Только за Трампа.
Буду голосовать за Трампа.
למי היית מצביע?
שניהם לא נראים לי.
לא?
לא.
למה?
לא אוהבת את שניהם. מי זה, טראמפ או...
טראמפ או הילרי?
אולי את טראמפ קצת יותר, כי הוא נגד
למה?
מוסלמים.
אוקיי.
למה את חושבת שזה טוב? למה זה טוב? צריך לעצור את המוסלמים, שלא יתקדמו בעולם. הם עושים הרס לכל העולם. יש מצב? כן? הילרי בעלה היה פעמיים בתפקיד, כן. בתפקיד. כלום לא עשה לטובת מדינת ישראל ולעולם. כן, לא נצטרך. אז היא גם כמוהו בטח. אולי טראמפ יעצור את המוסלמים. מקווה שיעשה ויצליח.
When I become president, the days of treating Israel like a second-class citizen will end on day one. But when the United States stands with Israel, the chances of peace really rise and rises exponentially. That's what will happen when Donald Trump is president of the United States. And we will send a clear signal that there is no daylight between America and our most reliable ally, the State of Israel. I love the people in this room. I love Israel. I love Israel. I've been with Israel so long in terms of I've received some of my greatest honors from Israel. My father before me, incredible. So I want to thank you very much. This has been a truly great honor. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I want to just put this and this is the Jewish Heritage Study Bible.
In Palestinian society, the heroes are those who murder Jews. I'm a newcomer to politics, but not to backing the Jewish state. I will meet with Prime Minister Netanyahu immediately. I have known him for many years and will be able to work closely together to help bring stability and peace to Israel and to the entire region. We will move the American embassy to the eternal capital of the Jewish people, Jerusalem.
And as you said, Jerusalem is the capital of Israel, and Jerusalem will always be the capital of Israel.